Hello, this is Eva Lichru, Greek psychotherapist and coach in London. Today I would like to reply to Maria's question, and she writes: how can I deal with my friendships when I visit Greece? I feel that I don't have anything in common with my old friends. We are in a totally different stage in our lives. I feel that I have moved on with my life, whereas they think I'm still the same. Every time we meet, I don't know how to react. Is there anything I can do to feel better for next time we meet up? Maria, first of all, thank you for your question. This happens to be another very common question I get to hear from many of my Greek and international clients. The truth is that no matter where we live, regardless of the location, it's perfectly understandable each one of us to follow his own path in life. This could very possibly be that you started out together initially and then at some point you drifted apart. And there's nothing wrong with that, that's the way it goes. However, what I would invite you to consider is whether you might think that there is actually something wrong with the path you've taken in life, or whether there's something wrong with the fact that you have no longer something in common. On the other hand, you may have to decide what kind of relationship you would like to keep with the other person and what is your level of responsibility and engagement in this relationship. And what do I mean by that? There is nothing wrong with the path that each person has to take in life. The fact that you may have decided to move on in life has nothing to do with the other person's path or value. As I have already mentioned in the past, each person is responsible for his decisions in life and he knows best. So I would advise you to think which are the initial reasons that brought the two of you together, which are the elements you would like to keep from this relationship, and how much are you willing to contribute. If, for example, for you it's important to grow, whereas for your friend it's equally important to have stability in her life, what could you do differently that would combine both persons' needs? What kind of qualities could you incorporate in your existing relationship so that you can sustain it and promote it at the same time? Like in any kind of relationship, the best way to make this relationship long-lasting and meaningful is to meet both persons' needs so that each side feels understood and appreciated. If we assume that you no longer want to keep this relationship, it's so much better to be honest with yourself and the other person, and for each one of you to be able to move on with your life. If, on the other hand, you do decide to keep this relationship, it will be equally important to make room for this relationship in your life. It's going to be so much more convenient to be closer to one another without necessarily having to walk the same path necessarily, because that way it will be easier to relate to one another, to feel comfortable and familiar with each person's story. Thank God we have Skype, FaceTime, you get to choose what is most suitable for you. That was my answer to you, Maria. I hope it helps. Did you like my video? If so, please share your comments and questions and I will reply to each one of you individually. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time.